sent me a picture.
Yeah.
You sent me a picture of a plane crash.
Yeah.
You were in a plane crash. I'm literally talking to a crash survivor.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you before you tell this story. It's a tough story.
Okay.
Okay. So, December 11th, 2015, we were headed to Kiawah Island, South Carolina to run a marathon. It was a very good friend of ours. It was his plane, and he was a wealth advisor. He flew to his clients all the time. Really nice guy out of Annapolis. So it was four of us. He picked us up at Martin Airport right here in White Marsh.
Yep.
And he flew to Annapolis because his plane was based out of Virginia. So he flew to Annapolis to pick up Erica. And then after that, we spun around and we were heading. It was a Friday night on December 11th. It was pitch dark because it's 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock at night on a winter night.
Yep.
And you wear these when you're traveling in a plane because it's a single engine plane. It's really loud in there.
Sure.
And we could hear Dave talking to air traffic controllers and moving his way through the world. And I guess about an hour into flight, we had there was a smell that came about. You know how you turn your your heater on for the first time?
Yeah.
And you smell that little burn smell, some of the dust burns off? It was kind of like that, right? So, but we're on a plane.
Yeah.
It was scary stuff, right? So all of a sudden he gets on there and he said, hey, talks to air traffic control. There's something going on. There's a smell. He checks everything out. Everything was just fine. All right. About 3 minutes later, the engine went to an idle. Okay. This is where it gets tough. And the plane dropped 50 feet, 100 feet. I don't know. Enough to scare the crap out of you.
Yeah.
Okay. He gets on traffic control. He's communicating. Hey, everything's all right. We're doing just well right now. We're checking it out. About 2 minutes later, the engine dies. Okay. We are now a glider. That plane dropped again, and then it dropped 50 feet. It dropped hundreds of feet. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that thing really dropped and scared. I can't cuss here, but you get where I'm going.
Scared the shit out of you.
It did.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're a glider. We are 8,000 feet from the sky. My wife texted our kids.
Yeah.
My kids didn't have any cell phones, so I couldn't text them. Right? Dave is working through this, and he's calling in Mayday, 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 Mayday. What's the nearest runway? The nearest runway is Fayetteville, North Carolina. Okay? I could see the runway, and as they called this in, I could see the emergency vehicles on the runway. We were heading that direction, and everything was going to be great. And all of a sudden, he calls in Mayday again. We aren't going to make the runway. What's in front of the runway? Okay. The air traffic controllers, you may or may not know this, but are very different than the air traffic controllers in an airport, right? There's these little guys. They sit in their house and they've got maps and they've got all this stuff that they can navigate small engine planes through the world.
Gotcha.
Now, unbeknownst to us, Dave dropped fuel. He did all the things that he needed to do. He was a good pilot. He said, what's in front of that ground? And they said, flat ground. 3 seconds before we hit the ground, he said, oh, F.
Yeah.
It's trees. He turned it. We hit the trees at 100 miles an hour. I looked for my wife, which wasn't my wife at that time, by the way. And she had on, I gave her a necklace. It was Christmas time. I gave her a necklace with little Christmas balls that lit up on it.
Yeah.
And that's how I found her. She was in the plane and she was like sideways in her chair.
Yeah.
There's brush everywhere. We got out of the plane. Dave and I got the two girls out. Dave had a hole in his leg from the instrument cluster. Nothing major, but definitely a hole in his leg. It's not good, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Erica came face to face with the front windshield and the dashboard. That probably didn't feel good. We had our seatbelts on, so I was sore, very sore from my torso. It was just a mess. And we got everybody out. My wife had 5 broken ribs, a lacerated liver, and a broken sternum, which realistically should have killed you.
Sure.
Right? A broken sternum, you're dead.
Yeah.
The emergency vehicles made their way in, cut everything down, got us through there, and then took us to Fayetteville, Cape Fear Medical Center. in Fayetteville, North Carolina. We spent 3 days there, and they had to stabilize her and stabilize her liver and all of those things. And we came back. Really scary. Really scary.
Everybody survived.
Everybody survived. Same day, same exact plane, which a Beechcraft Bonanza, Pennsylvania. 4 people had a catastrophic engine failure of different, and hit a golf course.
Yeah.
All 4 dead.
My God.
Yeah. So I have to take a drink.
Does that, I mean, do you have nightmares? Is this something that has traumatized you? Jeez. I mean, I listening to that, like, is raising hair on my arms.
There's massive amounts of PTSD to go along with that.
Yeah.
But it's turned me to who I am today. Right? It changes who you are. It makes you a better person. And it makes you realize that the most important thing isn't the materials that we have. It's the relationships that we have.
Amen.
And I think that I might have not been the greatest guy before then. But I am now. So.
Did you like this episode of the TMA Connection? Well, you might want to check this one out right here. Go ahead. Click it.